Welcome all comic fans out there. This is Comicfan with episode 23 of The Humble Haul. Everything's pretty good. In fact, if I had to grade today on a comic scale, I'd have to say it quickly turned from a very fine or a good, very fine day to a very fine plus. Had a little problems today. Could have sworn that I had some electrical failures in the house, but it was a pretty simple solution, so it quickly turned itself back up. I'm really happy about that. When I last left you, we had an unboxing. We showed off this little thing here. And what were my words about that? Yes, it can be pressed. So I'm just going to give you a quick little update on what happened to this. I showed you guys the last of what happened to this, the back page. We had it all pressed out, so nowhere big crease. I still got some little creasers right there, but I wasn't really hoping for a near mint condition of this. I just wanted that big worrisome crease to get pressed out. I'm pretty happy with the book in itself. I've got a little small stack of books to show off here. I've got some little freebies that came my way because I'm preparing for our big shows coming up. I know I talked about it in my last couple of videos. In fact, my contest video, I talked about our big booth at Comicfan, so we're preparing for that. We've got about well over 15,000 books, a couple shipments of 15,000 books that we have to go through, price, and organize before we get to October. And if you guys don't know about Comicfan, go check it out. They have their own website. If you don't know about our contest, do that as well. I believe my contest video is labeled. Check it out. I know I have a couple new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. Thanks for viewing. Thanks for commenting. I'd really appreciate that. I'd love to interact with all my subscribers. So we've got this. They're nothing fancy, but they are things that I'm looking for, things I collect, things I read. This is Paul Dini's Jingle Bells. It's got some Frank Cho work. I'm a pretty big fan of Frank Cho, and I really appreciate his art, so I got that. Got some reprints here. These are really expensive Golden Age books that I really don't want to put the money into. I can afford them. I don't want to put the money into unless I can go and look through the story. The cover art is attractive enough for me to buy it, but I want to make sure I get my money's worth. So these are just collections of the original Black Cat. It was under Harvey Comics. Really good stuff. I would really love to own the originals, like I said, but I'm going to try this out first. Another thing, this is something I've been looking for a long time. Easy to find on eBay, harder to find in the wild, and I got it as a freebie for helping out with some preparation for Comicfan. This Critters #1. This is one of the early appearances of this guy right here, Usagi Yojimbo. It's done by Stan Sakai, and a lot of other artists got their starts in Critters. I know Sam Keith got his start in Critters. It's a pretty well-known comic. It's got good stuff. I really like that. Check that out. One more reprint here. I truly would really like to read the story before I put money into the big ones. I am not going to put the money into Spider-Man #50 until I read any kind of reprint. Because truthfully, if I'm going to pay big bucks for a great iconic cover, I should only hope it should have the iconic story to go with it. You got me? Believe me? Understand me? I mean, I hope you guys agree. If you're going to pop down big money, you know, at least like the story, right? I know that it's got a great cover, but moving onward. Went to my local digs, and found some good stuff. Daredevil, Man Without Fear, #111. That's the first appearance of Lady Bullseye. Good stuff. Happy to have got that, and it only cost me $1. It's got a couple of ticks, but I'm okay with that for $1. Are you gonna Are you going to complain about that? I'm sorry, guys. You know something I have to apologize for, and I rarely apologize? It's the fact that through all my videos, you guys tolerate my sniffling. It's like I got an allergy or something. That and the fact that I sound like Kermit the Frog half the time. But anyway, I've got this right here. Invincible Iron Man number 10. It's the first appearance of the Rescue Armor. I had 2 copies. And I sold them for some stupid reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I outgrew it. And then I see it on Mercenaries, Mercenats latest video. And I think, oh, geez, now I got to get it back because the visual is in my head, and now I have to go get it back. So I got this. This was really cool. Although he had the second variant covers. I'm not a big on second variants or variants in general. But I got number 11 also, and that was good enough for me. I really like it. Although I wouldn't mind having the variant cover with the Iron Man mask on. That would be pretty cool. Good stuff there, guys. Seek these out. These are worth them. Got those for $1 each also. The same place I found those, I found something I could jump on board with. Something I've been seeing in videos pretty recently. I decided to jump on the board with the Star Wars hype and get the first appearance of Shira Bree. They're in there. She's in there. It's good stuff. Decent story. I should get some more. But at $2.50 a pop, $2.50 a pop, I'll get them. I brought those home with me. No problem. No problem. I got a couple more here. You guys know that I'm trying to finish off my Captain Marvel run, so I'll just show these at the same time. Captain Marvel number 32, Captain Marvel number 33. Good stuff, although I'll have to, I gotta point this out. The guy who's doing the artwork on this, is this actually, oh, it is Starlin. You know, Starlin, I'm a little disappointed in Starlin on these two covers. His artwork is normally so much better. Not to say that he's like the best artist in the business, but I have an appreciation for it. Not so here. I was looking this over with a buddy of mine. And if you guys look, this arm is way out of proportion. I mean, look at this. His elbow's over here, and his indentation for the elbow is right over there. It's totally not matched up. And what's with that face? I don't get it. Starlin, you failed me. That's all right. And then we get to Captain Marvel number 3. What the heck is Thanos doing here, huh? I mean, I know his hands are big, but damn, he's got his whole head, Captain Marvel's whole head in the palm of his hand. Come on. It just doesn't make sense. And that's a ridiculous pose, exposing his crotch right there and stuff. It just doesn't gel, you know. But the story is great. I've got one more issue to get before I finish the Thanos Son saga. That's going to be pretty cool. I think I only need number 29. And I'm done with that storyline. All right, last thing. You know what? I was checking out this book, and I could have sworn that it's somewhat of a scarce book. I look on eBay, and then that's what everybody's saying. I see 4 of them. Yeah, 4 of them online. 2 of which have sold, which means, do the math, people. 2 more on eBay. And they say it's scarce, but I remember seeing this. I go and run down to my local digs. I go and grab it, bring it home. And you know what? If it's scarce, it's scarce. If not, great. I still have a great book. This is Frankenstein Jr. and the Impossibles. I believe there was only 1 issue with this title under Gold Key. I don't know. I think I'm going to do a little bit more research on this to find out if it's as scarce as it is. Because when somebody says scarce, you're thinking, oh, it's not rare. It's not just rare, it's scarce. I mean, this is almost impossible to find. But like I said, if you find 4 on eBay, I tend to think not. So with that in mind, like I said, I've got a couple more new subscribers. I hope you guys go check out my other videos. I've got another contest up right now. It's worth entering. For anybody who has any questions about it, let me know. Send me a message. Let's communicate. If you have any questions about I'm more than happy to answer any of your questions. I don't want to be one to quote the famous Willy Wonka and say something like this. So with that in mind, you guys in school, stay in school, say nope to dope, hug to drugs. This is me, Comicfan, signing off with a little message from Willy Wonka. Don't let this happen to you.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.